Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh, guys, guess we're rolling with that. So, I want a little bit more of the crimson color. Yes, there we go. A little bit more crimson. I didn't actually check that I had the right thickness of my liquid white. Thickness of my liquid white. But based on how the paint is behaving, I'm gonna go right into our dioxazine purple. And come right up here. I'm gonna go right into our dioxazine purple. And come right up here. Woo! See if we can't get some of that kind of like wine red going on up here. Already getting a very nice blend here. Love it, love it, love it. Already getting a very nice blend here. Love it, love it, love it. I don't want to touch that more than shares. Appreciate it. I do. I really do. I still can't believe that I will not be here tomorrow. Not really. I'm gonna be driving 12 hours to Anaconda. It's bananas that it's here already. I'm gonna get there. We're gonna set up, you know, get ourselves all already. I'm gonna get there. We're gonna set up, you know, get ourselves all situated. And then I'll be doing my best to update you guys throughout the few days of the show. I just can't believe it's here already. I just can't believe it's here already. And throughout the next few days. So it's kind of, I don't know, kind of wild. I'm gonna put some clouds in the sky because it's a seascape. I'm gonna put some clouds in the sky because it's a seascape. That's what you do. Make a nice seascape today. Oh, hello, Mr. Frog. How you doing? How is everyone doing here? Because it's not everyone's last day before a 12-hour drive. Everyone else has probably got a nice normal day today. Scraping off the darkness here. So, show. that to start. And then we're going to get our little one. Overly brush. Make sure I don't put my fan brush down in an unnecessary amount of paint. This is off the one. Whew. Let's make our little circles. Followed up by little X's. Do our nice little verticals. Pull them over. Barely touching, barely touching. I kind of wanted to do a little mop brush. I don't do this very often, but sometimes it's nice if you want like an extra soft layer. We don't have a, well, I don't think so. I don't think it's fully formed cloud. I think we need another layer in there. Same. Hi. Thank you. Follow. The light's not playing well for me. That's fine. Not doing anything different than usual. It keeps lagging. Give it a second here to see if it comes back into its own. Is that better? Is that... You guys let me know if it's still doing the same, and if it hasn't improved in the next minute or two, I'll restart the live just to see if that helps. But let me know if it is, if it's lagging less. All right. Let me know. Hear my husband upstairs, probably loading up stuff and cleaning. He's so diligent. Perfect. Thank you, Rick and Mel. Appreciate it. So I only know what my experience is on this end, so it doesn't usually lag for me. Every now and again it'll freeze on my end, but that's very rare. So let me know. Hopefully it gets better. I like it better when things are working as they should. Same thing. Just gonna soften this up a little bit. So, and every now and again you're gonna have to clean your little mop brush, because if it gets too painty, it's just gonna streak paint across. It's not gonna actually do its job. Same with the little orange oval brush. So we're just gonna take a moment, clean those up. It really does only take just a moment. Just a moment. Easy peasy. We can take a few extra moments for our cloudiness. think it'll be pretty easy. Come around. Come over this way. We can leave these gaps. That is okay. Check on you, make sure we're good and good. Just send a gift. Oh, thank you. Didn't see what it was, but I appreciate you. Getting plenty of. I have training tomorrow and fingerprints. There you go. Getting her done. There you go. You guys are awesome. So, let's make a cloud. And I kind of like to leave some of these differences in here, where you kind of get these little streaks towards the top of the cloud, or in between certain layers. Just a little bit of texture. I'll kind of smooth out kind of other pieces of it, but I like to have a little bit of texture, a little bit of layered bits in there. That's what cloud is truly so perfect. That it's just smooth and endless in every area. It won't be. Even this little bit. I'm just softening certain little areas here and there. I'm not erasing the differences. I really am just softening it. So it's just a little smoother when you look at it. And I'm going to come back here and add a little bit more white. I think the bottom of that's a little too red. Good evening. What should I have for dinner tonight? I'm not sure, but I had pizza because it's easy to pack with. I'm just me. I'm just me too. I had mashed potatoes and barbecue chicken. Something simple. Something simple is absolutely what I had for dinner because my husband just kind of ran to the store so we could just eat something for tonight and not have to worry about leftovers sitting in the fridge while we're traveling. So that's why we had pizza. And preheat the oven, takes like 15 minutes to cook, depending on the pizza. So, but I am often a fan of simple meals, honestly. I love a good simple meal. Not to say I don't occasionally, put together something more complex, but there's something comforting about a simple meal. Minimal effort, maximum output. Brush the darkness off our brush and just Alright, let's go into the next little layer of cloud. I'm just kind of whoosh that up there a little bit. There we go. There we go. Currently eating an ice pop. Ooh. Tin of sardines and maybe scallops. That does sound good. More in the mood for an ice pop. I've got ice cream in the freezer and I can't wait to have some. Much cloud so I love clouds on a seascape. We have ice cream in the freezer. It is, I think, like some sort of cookie dough, chocolate. Oh crap. Oh heck. What is it? Anyway, favorite ice cream flavors. Sound off in the comments. That is not my favorite ice cream flavor, but it is, I'm assuming, really good. I haven't had it. It just looks really good. My favorite ice cream is coffee ice cream first and foremost, but Juneberry, Huckleberry, and Black Raspberry are all very close seconds. So you guys tell me, since we're talking about sweet treats a little bit, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? And we're just gonna kind of work our way up here. And come around. Something to this effect. I don't know, maybe I'll put a couple little cirrus clouds at the bottom here, but let's start with that and see where this cloud takes us. Dough is spelt wrong. I eat while putting on a random show, and now I have feelings. Ben & Jerry's by my house has a chocolate ice cream called Chocolate Therapy. Ooh, that does sound good. It's my fave. Coffee cookie dough? I don't know if it's coffee cookie dough or not. It's like, no, what I have isn't, but coffee cookie dough is also good. Oh, there's so many good flavors. So many. Let's put this mess together, shall we? Let's make this into something. I would like to mention, while we're fluffing our clouds here, that I feel like the clouds really kind of take on a life of their own, and I'm not like shaping this so much as I'm just kind of like helping it come onto the canvas. The cloud definitely kind of takes on a life of its own. There's only so much I can do. All I gotta do is not overblend and make little circles. And then the colors come together and we get this just nice little blend. Alrighty. Take our nice little mop brush, brush the darkness off. It's a necessary step. Trust me, you have a mop brush for blending and it gets too much paint on there, it will not do its job very well. I should have the boyfriend bring ice cream home since he's not home yet. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea. Be like, hey, ice cream. My husband and I sometimes both think that we want ice cream and then we both forget to mention it while the other is out. It's a conundrum. So, when we have ice cream in the house, it is truly delightful. It goes quick, but it's delightful. I'm gonna do one more little right there. Note it, my husband's doing upstairs, but I can hear it. So, I'll work on that, and we'll put, like I said, a couple little cirrus clouds towards the bottom here. Not connected to our crazy cloud chaos that we've got going on over here, but we still got distinct layers. By the way, guys, I don't know how obvious that is from the stream, but we have the lights and darknesses. This is not just a lot of color in the sky. There is a lot of color in the sky because I love color. I love bright, bold colors, which tends to be hit or miss for people. People either love what they see when they see my stuff, or they're just like, it's not for me, and that's okay. I don't expect my art to be loved by all. So, but by keeping these light values, these dark spots, we get these nice separators in our clouds. We can soften bits. There we go. Isn't that something? So let's grab our little palette knif. We love those around here. Can't call them what they are because TikTok has feelings about that. We're just gonna kind of drag in a few little thinner cloud bits here. And just come right around. Easy peasy. And you can leave these as is with all this texture as you're putting them down, or you can do what I usually do and just take like a 1-inch brush, 1-inch oval, mop brush, whatever your brush of choice is, and you can soften these out. I have many fun little clouds, wispy little things streaking across your sky. We're not really over blending these, so we're leaving these color distinctions. We'll leave that one just there, tiny little baby blend. Come in here. I'm getting pretty close to our horizon line. People are gonna start wondering, is that cloud or water? Bring these up. I kind of like bringing these up a little bit. Clouds are not all horizontal. They wisp up. There we go. I think that it is a delightful sky for our sea to be underneath today. Does baby get ice cream? Yeah, she gets ice cream. Of course she does. She loves ice cream. She will never be more quiet than when she has ice cream in front of her and a spoon to eat some ice cream with. As much, hello Almond. As much as she will talk and engage in as much conversation as a 2-year-old can engage in during dinner, lunch and breakfast and all those fun meals, she does not talk when she has ice cream. She sits there and she eats her ice cream until it is gone. And half the time she will ask for more ice cream, because what 2-year-old wouldn't ask for more ice cream? I swear she'd be bursting at the seams from dinner and she'd still want seconds on ice cream dessert. Honestly, same. Now, she doesn't get ice cream all the time, but she is allowed to have ice cream. If we're having ice cream dessert, I am not going to deny her ice cream. That just seems mean. I do sometimes have ice cream by myself, just so I don't have to share, but that's just a sometimes thing. I can't imagine that little one being quiet. Yeah, it's a showstopper, honestly, but every time. This is not like a one-off thing. She is silent as a lamb when it comes to ice cream. It's, yeah, you just gotta see it. It's wild. Be quiet though. So let's come in here. Start getting ourselves this little seascape coming into view here. And as we go, we're just going to take our fan brush and just kind of stretch this out way, way, way out here. And we're not super concerned about this little water line right here. We can put that back if necessary. What we want to do is just stretch this brightness to the edges there. If you need a little bit more, you know, you can just kind of Lightly touch. Lightly touch. And put a little bit more on there. And the reason why we're not minding if we kind of accidentally mess up our little water line here is, there it is. Boom, we fixed it. That's why we don't worry. So long as there is still paint at my disposal, we can put those things back with very little effort. So there's no use in fretting. And just borrowing stress we don't need to borrow. I do want like a nice little, like right there. There we go, I like that. So, I'm just gonna blend this a little softer, really make people wonder where one thing ends and the next begins. So, she has a lot to say. Hi, Tony. She does have a lot to say most of the time. What was she telling me on the way? We were driving around today. She was talking about wanting to see her cousin and her grandma, her Oma, and telling about her trucks, different things that happened in her show. She was watching Blue in the car because the car's got a movie player. So, she was having a good time. Tells me when she spots a tractor or a car of a certain color because she knows some of her colors. She likes to talk and have conversations. Alright, so this is where we gotta start paying a little bit of attention because we're still gonna pull these water layers over to the right, nice and horizontal. We don't want our water going vertical. That wouldn't make sense. But we also don't want to get rid of the shadows that are going to be between these layers. We're going to need a bit of darkness to remain. So make sure the bright areas are bright and the shadow areas are shadowy. And make sure you keep a nice horizontal brush stroke. Easy. That's like, what, 3 things? I wasn't counting. I'm not a math teacher. I'm not even a teacher. I simply paint. So, and I think it's time for a little wave. I want to do 2 waves. I want to do one a little bit further back and one a little bit closer up. So, that's kind of what I was thinking today. How do you get your paint to glow in the dark? So it's not technically glow in the dark. It's fluorescent paint. And there's a couple of different methods I use, but I'll just pick these 2 to show. I have fluorescent paint sticks, and whoops, I dropped it. And I have some fluorescent paint that comes in a tube. And sometimes I use the fluorescent paint just as is. Sometimes I mix it into other colors. And depending on if I use the color by itself or mix into other colors determines kind of how much it glows. I'm still kind of experimenting with that a little bit to, well, it's you know, to learn, right? But that is how I get it to glow. Is I have glowy paint. And it glows under black light, which is why it's not technically glow in the dark. It glows best in the dark with a black light on it. But not technically glow in the dark. And it's been really, really fun, honestly, kind of dabbling in that. This is more of a tried and true painting for me, in the sense that it doesn't glow. This is just kind of a fun little seascape. Ooh, that's a really sad song. I love it though. We're not going to do that today though. don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to, before I get too lost in making my way, we're just going to pull this back. Making sure to leave that little bit of darkness there, dark separator, that's what Josh says. Whatever you want to call them, just make sure you don't get rid of that little bit of darkness in between each wave. You need that. I'm definitely going to add a little bit more brightness out here because I think I want a little bit more brightness. I'm going to light up the areas over here. Blend that out. Nice. I want to do something for my daughter that glows in the dark. There you go. I don't know much about glow in the dark paints, so I can't really recommend any brands or not, but have fun with it. I think that's rule number one if you're going to be painting something, is make sure you have a good time doing it. I think Paint with Josh has done a couple, I don't know if they were glow in the dark or if they were color shifting paints, but he might have done something with that. I'm not sure. I just feel like I remember hearing something about it on one of his lives or maybe on a Facebook video or something. So, we have the essence of the start of a wave. So let's go ahead and put this wave together, huh? Put this wave on out here. This can be a smaller wave. It doesn't have to be the biggest thing out there. It's off here. There's going to be something else in front of it. Another little wave that's going to be a bit bigger. Here's my plan anyway. So. Oopsie, I just dipped my fan brush in purple. Turn that off. Fluorescent with a black light would work for me too now. There you go. Gapka is the brand I got my fluorescent paints that come in the tube. I can't remember. The fluorescent paint sticks I got off Amazon, and I don't remember there being a ton of options for that. And they came in like a pack of 6, I think. So they're out there. Seriously, I just tainted my white. Guess I need to go get fresh titanium white on my palette. Didn't pay attention to where I was putting my palette kniff. Dipped it right into black and then into my white. Oops. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, we're just going to be very, very careful. Pull this under this wave. Horizontal, horizontal, horizontal. We'll get our little eye of our wave in here momentarily as well. I'm just going to do this part here. Start getting our little bend in the wave here. This wave is getting ready to break. come at this with a more distinct white here in just a little bit. Then I'm going to grab a little bit, very, very small amount of my just plain old linseed oil. And mix that just on my brush into a small amount of paint. White titanium paint. Might be something I have to do in acrylic. I know there's a lot of fluorescent options in acrylic. I just don't paint in acrylic, but I know I find those rather easily whenever I look up fluorescent paint. There's a lot of acrylic options. I used to paint in acrylics. I made the switch to oils and I really enjoy it. There we go. Don't mind my arm, guys. Alrighty. Now I'll do my splashes and sprays about my wave and whatnot towards the end. I want to do another wave, so that is where my focus is right now. We're like 40 minutes in, so I think we're doing great. Timing isn't like the most important thing, but I do like to keep an eye on the clock because if I don't, I'm gonna have a puzzle piece. Good old TikTok saying, "Hey, are you still here?" And I'll be like, "Yes, I am." But that usually happens about an hour, so I got time. So let's put this one right there. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. Yes. We are getting closer and closer, by the way, to this being like a completed painting. So if you're new here, we take title suggestions in the comments and then we select one at random. We're also getting into the red section of this painting, which is fun. So, drop your title suggestions in the comments and we'll pick one, like I said, at random at the end when I'm signing, dating it, and doing all that super fun, necessary stuff. And then you get to pick a title. It's painting 186, I do believe. I've named this painting before, but it didn't win, so I'm saying it again. I painted acrylic in college many years ago, started doing oil paint in February. There you go. February 2024. I got started officially in oil paintings, I think, the beginning of 2023, so about 2 years now. Chaos water over. You might want to spell check that, the ending of that. And I don't know how you've named this painting before. I haven't painted this one yet. I'm still painting it. If you mean you've suggested this title before and it didn't win, then by all means suggest it again. That don't befriend me. There's another bit to that quote, but I'm gonna leave it unsaid because I don't think there are very many people who would get the quote. It's from a song. I don't even know the name of the song. All I know is that quote, and I know the song if it plays, but it's because my husband says it a lot. I don't know how many people would get the quote here. There could be. That don't front me as long as I get my money next Friday. This is the whole quote. Alright, touch up my little water lines here real quick. Kind of like right in there. Just a little roll on our little palette connect here. Okay, clearly, just squish more. There we go. I'm not gonna get too crazy with details. I still need to do this way. So, first things first. Fair. Just beer for me. 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. That is the song. Thank you. Chaos waters over calm skies. There we go. I personally don't like beer. I like fruity drinks, but I think that is the name of the song. I think it's exactly as Mel said. So, I'm just gonna come on down. I have to kind of pull these off sometimes. Flatten them out. Like the wave is reaching its natural end on just the other side.
Just met you. Seems like yes, life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Alright, we'll do like a little itty bitty. Right there. Beautiful. Now we gotta do our little under wave bit. Which kind of starts over here. Sneak up under here, coming out, 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 out as you get closer. Because this is far, this is close. I'm going to change that line though. So. I know this is going to come down here. By the way, the live is working great since you fixed it. Awesome, thank you. Evening at the Shore, delightful title. I don't think that's the name. I just know that's the lyrics, and I can't have any alcohol at all. I feel like that sounds right though. Like I can't fact check it right now, but I feel like that sounds right. Dark Sandy Beaches. They're not gonna stay dark and sandy. But that is a fine title suggestion nonetheless. I don't know why I'm putting my fan brush up like I'm done with it. I'm not done with it. I need to draw these in. I'm going to take some of this and just pull it over very gently. Like I said, this part of the wave meeting at the shore. That's what happens sometimes. It just kind of whoop, becomes the water on the ground instead of crashing onto it. Well, they all meet somewhere. It's all connected. Got a little bit more brightness there. This song is from a really sad show, but the opening is so much fun. Such is life. So, we're going to clean up our little fan brush, just so that I can grab a little bit more of a nice thin white, and just kind of grab some paint. We're going to come kind of over and up. over and up. We got this nice wine dark color here too, which is kind of great, honestly. I'm kind of loving it. And kind of follow this line and kind of soften that out. Alrighty. Looking pretty fantastic. Lavender Horizon. Ooh, that's fun. Tranquil Tides at Dusk. Serenity's Embrace. Your Light in April. Yeah, that is the opening of that show. Light Sandy Beaches. Eventually, yes, that is the plan. I want to add a little bit of yellow ochre down here. And a little bit of white. Nice splattered paint. Which is probably not a bad idea. Should probably do that anyway. You know. It is the water, it's going to do that. I'm not worried about what's down here because I'm going to do other stuff down here. Just trying to do my best to kind of control the splatter a little bit. Like I said, down here doesn't actually matter. So, down here at the bottom, first off, we're just going to lighten it and see what we got. We're going to take all this chunky paint and it's going to make way more sense in a little bit. So don't worry. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, what have you done? All that paint, what will you do? I'll show you what I'm going to do. I am going to take my 1-inch brush. And we are going to pull this paint straight down. We're going to get as close as we possibly can. These layers up there. Down, 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 down. Way over here. And I do think I'm going to need maybe a little bit of yellow ochre in here. Maybe a little burnt sienna, we'll see. Sometimes I kind of make up my color combinations on the fly. And I didn't really fit all the pieces for my sand together. So, and then back and forth, back and forth. This is how we get sand. Didn't you notice? Horizontal, or vertical, and then horizontal. A little bit careful right up here. We want to keep those separators. I can put the water lines back, but the darkness there, the shadow is just before the shoreline. That you want to be careful not to completely get rid of. That is necessary. And it is technically possible to fix it if you do actually blend away your darkness. But it's easier just to keep it there in the first place. I like how you're doing the sea spray. Thank you. I've seen a few different ways to it. That's just my personal favorite. It's just to kind of use the fan brush and kind of just let it go. I could do like a full-on crashing wave. I just kind of wanted to do more of a delicate spray today. That was what I wanted. Now let's see. I have my yellow ochre now. There we go. I'll just put a little bit on the palette and test this to make sure that it's going to blend with the colors the way I want these to. This might be better off as like a maybe a burnt sienna mix. So this is why you should plan your colors. Let's grab our burnt sienna. We'll just try that on the palette too. I can use the yellow ochre as a spray though. I do plan on doing some sandy spray bits too. That'll work. I do. So let's just start kind of maybe down here. Kind of add in a little bit of color here. I'll just have to be mindful how far up I blend this, because I do want to kind of keep some of the watery color in the sand up a little bit further, a little closer to the water. I just kind of want to bring a little bit more of a sandy look, a little bit closer. Kind of coming a little closer, a little further away from the water. So, clean off our little 1-inch brush. I don't want to over blend this, but I do want to blend it a little bit. Give it this nice little sandy look. And when I add the sandy spray bits, that's when this is really going to start coming together, guys. Suddenly we're going to have a beach on our hands. 186, yes it is. July 16th. Alright, so here's where I gotta take my little bit of linseed oil from before. Put it into this brown color that I just made. We're gonna grab our fan brush. We'll see if I need a little bit more linseed oil or not. Actually, before we do that, before I get ahead of myself, I need a little bit more. We don't have any water lines. Not where I want them anyway, not all of them. Sometimes I do that. I get a little ahead of myself. It's okay. We're back to just the white though. And this you can leave. We're not really going to blend these away. Leave these little textured ridges. That's where we're at now. I have a few in one spot. Let them, put them wherever you want. Let their paint fall off here a little bit. Then we can do our sandy spray once we get this part kind of done. There we go. There we go. Terrific. We got her. Do that a little bit up here too. Little bright spots. I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna do my best to make sure that we don't get our sand into our waves. We want to keep the sand on the beach. The ocean's not gonna spit sand at us, not usually. Already looking pretty beachy though. Clean up our little brush here. I'm gonna check the chat, make sure I don't have any puzzle pieces because I lost track of the time. I'm really good at that. Oh, nope, not yet. Good song in the background, thank you. This is lovely, thank you, Erin. Good job, thank you. Although I think the good job was to my, no idea what today was. Just the 16th. Which I don't know if anyone in the comments is going to know or even maybe care because I have no idea. I was under the impression that Alex Warren's new album was going to drop today. To my knowledge, it hasn't, so I hope it drops tomorrow. I really want to know, like, there's a couple songs that were, like, leaked, well, on purpose, you know. And I just want to know. I want to hear the songs, like, in completion. And I thought they were going to come out today, and they didn't. So I really hope they come out tomorrow. That's where I'm at right now. I want that a little bit darker and then a little bit more oil. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we're getting some darker sprays. This is definitely an in-person detail, but it is a worthwhile in-person detail, I think, anyway. I almost touched my canvas just now. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna do some just kind of like a liquid white spray too, just to kind of brighten this up a little bit. Be good. Okay, guys. And then the white, it doesn't matter if it hits the water or not because it's white. We should probably, make sure we don't overly splatter our water, but if there's a little extra white splatter here and there, it'll be all right. Put a little here. And look at this, we have such a nice little beach scene here. Ooh, there's that puzzle piece. I knew it was coming. There we go, first try, look at that. I want Liam's song on my phone. Does Liam have a song? Oh, I think you mean Eternity. It's not out yet. So, I'm gonna do like a little extra splatter right here. I kind of want to. There we go. A little bit right there. There we go. I think it looks pretty nice. I should probably sign this. Hello, John. Welcome. We're almost done. So if you guys haven't dropped your pedal suggestions into the comments, go ahead, do that now because I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it on the front. I'm going to turn it over. Sign it again, date it, number it, and then we're gonna pick a title. Oh, my liner brush. I hope I have another one down here. Because my regular liner brush is upstairs, because like a fool I took it upstairs. Because I needed it. I think I have a backup down here somewhere though. Yeah, there we go. problems. Look at that. Doopity-doo. I'm gonna put our little, I'm gonna put my initials right here. I'll go over that just a little bit. Whoop. I think an X in my initial is more difficult sometimes, and I feel like it needs to be. Often that's where I get the issue with my initials. I do one side and it's nice and clear, and then I do the other side and like wipes away half of the original one. Happens. Early morning on the water, evening at the shore. Awesome title suggestions. I love the participation today, guys. You guys are awesome. And it's basically my Friday, because I got 12 hours on the road tomorrow. Probably, realistically, 13, because I'm not getting all the way to Anaconda, Montana on one tank of gas. That's not happening. We're gonna have to stop for food, for restroom breaks, and for fuel. You know, I mean, we are gonna pack food with us, but I guarantee we're gonna stop at least a couple times for something munchy. So it's probably gonna be realistically like 13 hours on the road. We're gonna have to get going early in the morning, and hopefully we arrive at like a halfway decent time. So we'll find out. Do my best to keep you guys posted. Be like, hey, we're leaving. Hey, we got here, or something. And it is July 16th with no Alex Warren album. I really hope it drops tomorrow. Painting number 180. I think we said it was 186. We did 185 yesterday. Yeah. Let's pick a title. We have Weird Al in the background. I've seen a lot of really good title suggestions come through, so let's go. I landed on the name of that song twice, which I know it wasn't a title suggestion, but it was kind of funny. Serenity's Embrace. Mr. Frog's title. But there were lots of good title suggestions out there, guys. We can only have one title per painting. This isn't Title Tuesday. It's not a real thing, but it does roll off the tongue real nicely. What did I say? Serenity's Embrace? Yeah, Serenity's Embrace. There we go. How delightful. Like always, not always. You had a couple this week. I even think Ms. B got a title recently. Just sometimes, mostly when I'm not here. It's not all the time. I've definitely seen some different names pop up, and I'm pretty sure one of our new, there was someone new either this week or last week that dropped a title, and their title got picked that day, which was, I thought that was really fun. I like it when new people drop in titles and then their title gets chosen. It's completely random, so it's, you know, it's not going to happen all the time, but I think it's fun. I've definitely used this color scheme on a seascape before. I just think it's a fun color scheme. So we're just gonna touch up our border. There's no liquid white or linseed oil here, which is why this is taking more effort. Just why having the canvas prepped before stream is important. So I'm not fighting with the paint. Not enough liquid white, gonna have a bad time. Too much, I'm gonna have a bad time. So, look at that. Thank you for the gift. Thank you, Jerry. See, Miss B got a Titleist edition in there earlier. Look at that. I'm gonna clean my brushes, and if you guys, you know, have questions, comments, whatever's, drop them in, and I'll just kind of hang out with you guys for a few minutes while I clean my brushes. And you guys can look at my fun little seascape. I've definitely done at least 2 other paintings with this particular color scheme. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. I find it enjoyable, which is probably the important part, right? For me to like my colors. Each one with this color scheme is a little bit different, though. I just know I've used these colors before, with the Prussian blue and the crimson and the purple. What day are you driving back? Monday. Monday is my drive back. The show ends, the art show in Anaconda, the last day of the show is Sunday, and ends at 4, so we'll be packing up our stuff. You know, whatever there is to bring back, we'll be packing it and bringing that back. And then we're on the road all day Monday. So that means Tuesday to Friday is my stream days next week. So good question, love it. Yeah, driving back on Monday, so it's gonna be a busy few days for me. Honestly, my kiddo, she's got it easy. She just gets to hang out with her grandparents for the next like 5 or 6 days, and hopefully has the time of her life. I know she enjoys spending time with her cousins and grandparents, so. You know, we're gonna drive 12 hours, have a couple 8 to 10 hour days. Sunday's gonna be the shorter day, but Friday and Saturday will be long days with setup and show times. Making sure our doggo companion has plenty of exercise and whatnot while she travels with us. I hope you have a fun, safe trip. Thank you. It's very relaxing to look at. Also, thank you. I agree. I like looking at seascapes. Hello. Hi, Barbie. Do you have a Ken? I'm sorry. That was a really bad joke. You probably hear that all the time. Very pretty. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're just cleaning brushes and I'm chit-chatting with the chat while I do so, because this was today's live painting. Haha, but nope, not right now. Hey, that's all right. It's A-okay. Pretty sure that brush is nice and clean. So that one's clean. Got 2 more brushes to clean, but I didn't use that many brushes. I used a 2-inch, a 1-inch, my mop brush, fan brush. Well, I guess I used my 1-inch oval as well. But some of those you don't have to use. Like some of the stuff that I used my 1-inch for, I could use my 2-inch brush for, and vice versa. But yeah, so I only had to clean about, what did I say, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes? That's not too bad actually. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think so anyway. Check on the chat. Katie has a Ken. I do have a Ken actually. That is true. I'm no Barbie, but I have a Ken. I'm also not 7 feet tall. Because, in case you didn't know, if you like took Barbie's proportions, like the actual Barbie, and put them to like, scaled them up to like a real living person, she'd be like 7 feet tall. She'd be like supermodel tall. The actual Barbie doll. And I am not anywhere close to 7 feet tall. I'm a short person. It's okay though. painting. Dang, yeah. Beautiful painting, thank you. Thank you, Piglet. Piglet Dozer? Is Dozer a dog? I feel like there's a dog in that screenshot. Awesome song. It is. Yes, awesome. I've got dogs. Only one right now because one's boarded up for the trip I'm leaving on tomorrow and one's coming with. We love dogs over here. So I am done cleaning my brushes though. So if you're new here and you had fun for, 5 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever it was you're here for, please come back. I'd love to see you again. I will be back next week, Tuesday to Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Normally Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But because of the art show, next week is Tuesday to Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hopefully I see you guys again. It was super fun. We painted a lovely little seascape, which I think is a lovely way to end my week and go into the art show. So hopefully I see you guys next week, and I'll kind of keep my TikTok active with little videos here and there. So I set up all notifications. Awesome. Well, thank you. And have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night.